Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tom Spark, and I'm making another video about Five Eyes kind of propaganda. That's what I call it, Five Eyes propaganda. So I've made a video in this in the past, and I'll put a link down in the description down below if you want to check that out, where I talk explicitly about the five and the kind of 14 eyes kind of thinking. Now, basically what this is that 5 and 14 eyes is a collection of countries that kind of share information together. And the thinking behind this train of thought is that you shouldn't use a VPN within any of these countries. So basically, the way that this thinking comes about is from websites that are promoting certain VPNs. So if you see a website or even a user talking about 5 or 14 eyes, it's probably because they want you to use a specific VPN service. Now, which VPNs are these? Which VPNs are outside of the Five Eyes? Well, you guessed it. It's the top big boys. It's the biggest boys of them all. So if you see NordVPN, it claims that it's actually based out of Panama. Now, is this true? Well, you can't really verify it. And there have even been stories and allegations of people finding out that there are other paper trails on the internet and stuff like that, where perhaps it's not actually based in Panama. Now, we also see a company like ExpressVPN, which is very commonly marketed to be outside of the Five Eyes because it's based within the British Virgin Isles. Now, if you look far back enough, you can actually find ExpressVPN's origin on their website, where they're actually talking about being based in Hong Kong, which, in my opinion, is not the safest location for a VPN to be based in. Now, of course, they do claim now to be based in British Virgin Isles, so take that as you will. So, guys, if you look at this list right here, these are the articles that are writing articles about 5 and 14 eyes. So this is probably one of the most popular ones. It's called thebestvpn.com. And if we go to this website, basically they're talking about 5 and 14 eyes. They're basically telling you don't use any VPNs that are based within the 5 or 14 eyes. Now, remember when I was talking about certain VPN providers? Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what this website recommends as the top VPNs. So as you can see here, they do recommend ExpressVPN and NordVPN. These are the VPNs that they recommend that are outside of the 14 and 5 eyes. Perfect Privacy, IPVanish. Wait, this is actually based within the US. Why are they recommending it as number 4? Movad, see again, another VPN outside 5 or 14 eyes. So it's not necessarily that these are the best VPNs, and you shouldn't pick these VPNs based on their location. As I mentioned before, maybe they're not even based where they say they are. But not only that, these VPNs aren't the best VPN to pick for many reasons. ExpressVPN is just slow, and it's also expensive. NordVPN is also slow, and it's also expensive. Now, why would these VPNs that are topping all these review sites actually not be that good of products in terms of speed and security and pricing, not a good value? Well, as Steve Jobs liked to say,
and they at most would change their product, once every 10 years. I mean, to them, a new product was like a new size bottle, right? So if you were a product person, you couldn't change the course of that company very much. So who influenced the success of PepsiCo? The sales and marketing people. Therefore, they were the ones that got promoted, and therefore they were the ones that ran the company. Well, for PepsiCo, that might have been okay, but it turns out the same thing can happen in technology companies that get monopolies, like, IBM and Xerox. When you have a monopoly market share, the company's not any more successful. So the people that can make the company more successful are sales and marketing people, and they end up running the companies. And the product people get driven out of the decision-making forums. And the companies forget what it means to make great products. Sort of the product sensibility and the product genius that brought them to that monopolistic position gets rotted out by people running these companies who have no conception of a good product versus a bad product.
they're just spending more and more money on marketing. That's why we see so many YouTube channels being sponsored by NordVPN, Pay Money Wubby, Boogie2988. Tons and tons of VPN recommendations are being made on YouTube by people who don't actually understand VPN technology itself. Even Techlore, a person on YouTube who is kind of well respected for knowing about VPNs and reviewing VPNs. At most, he's only reviewed, 10 or 15 VPNs. Most of his videos are just re-reviewing the same VPN over and over, that being NordVPN. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this rant about 5 and 14 eyes. I kind of got triggered by a comment. I'm just kind of tired of seeing people talk about it. And I hope this is giving you some of my thought process about this kind of subject and help you know about if you should really even consider this in the future. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.